Hi everyone, my name is Austin, and I wanted to do a quick walkthrough video of FreeRoam to help you get acclimated to the app. So you'll start out here on the map page, which shows all of the campgrounds that people have reviewed. There are several filters that you can narrow these down by, so we can tap on cell signal and search for campgrounds that only have 3 bars or more of LTE on Verizon. And you can see that narrows it down a bit. And then if we want to get rid of that, we can go back to it and then hit reset. Several more filters, so we can try the weather one. We can search for places that are above freezing in January, which is obviously going to be down south, southwest. We'll reset that. You can find places that are a certain distance from a dump station or groceries. So we'll do dump station 30 minutes and see which ones are within 30 minutes of a dump station. You can do several more as well. And then we can show different types of things. So we have campgrounds. We also have overnight places. So these are just places you can stay for one night. You got Walmarts, rest areas, that sort of thing. If you only want to see certain ones, you can tap on that. And then you'll see at the bottom it's showing 250 out of 269. There's just a limit that we have of 250 showing at once so that it doesn't use too much data on your phone. So if you zoom in, it'll end up showing the rest of them. And then we've got reviewless campgrounds. So these are government-run free campgrounds that we were able to pull the data for, but we don't have actual reviews for yet. So we can't filter these by those extensive filters that we have. But they still have data with them. Some of them have pictures. So we can tap on that, and this is the campground page. So this is what it looks like for a reviewless campground, where we've got data for it. We've got the average weather and how much it rains usually. Then we've got nearby, so you can see where the closest nearby dump station is, or the nearest grocery store. And then we'll go back and check out amenities. So these are your dump stations, your grocery stores, where you can get propane, all on the map here. And then finally, low clearances. So these are different parts around the country where you have a tunnel or a bridge that has a certain clearance on it. So we can actually set what the height of our rig is. So let's say it's 12 feet 6 inches. And it'll filter it down to just the ones that are below that height. We'll reset that, and then we'll go back to the campgrounds one. So next up we'll show the different layers that you can put on here. So we've got layers for BLM and USFS land. So we'll pop on the BLM land filter, and you can zoom in and get more detail on it. You can also show cell coverage filters or overlays, so we can see where AT&T coverage and BLM maps overlap for places that might be good places to camp. Then we've also got satellite, so we can put on the satellite view, zoom in on an area to get a better look, and of course we can put BLM on top of that. You can see there's a lot of BLM land down in the southwest. And that's about it for overlays. If you're wanting to add a campground, you can go here, put in the name, coordinates, which I'll just pick some random ones right now. And then this is where you enter in all the information that we use for the filters, and then your review and pictures. So we'll back out of that. And then we'll go to an actual campground that has some more information and reviews on it, and we'll look at that. So we can see the crowdedness, the fullness, the noise, shade, safety, and road difficulty, which was entered by another user. It was entered by Road Pickle. We can see the pictures that were put up as well, and we can go through those. We can zoom in on them, all that good stuff. Can read his review, and then of course we can look at the nearby stuff, so we can see that it's 41 minutes away from the closest Safeway. It's 16 minutes away from a dump station, think that's about it for the campground finding. There's also a product guide for different things that might be helpful with boondocking, with some information about them, the different types of things for each certain product, as well as some videos for those. And then there's chat and the forum for just interacting with other boondockers, getting help, all that stuff. If you want to use the app offline, you can go to the edit profile. It might actually be on a settings page, I might move it. But what you do is you hit start recording data, and then you just use the app like you would normally use it, and gather data that you want to be available offline. So we can put on satellite, and let's say we'll zoom in on Salt Lake City to gather all that data, and then we can tap on the top to stop recording and it'll save it all. And then if we go back to edit profile, we can see how much data we're using for that. So we're using 6.5 megabytes worth of data saved locally. And then if I go to airplane mode, close the app. So right now I don't have any internet. And then we'll open the app and go back to the map page. Again, this is all offline right now. We can show satellite using what's cached locally, and then we can zoom in on Salt Lake City and see all the stuff that we were seeing before. Now if we try and zoom in somewhere where we didn't zoom in before, it won't give us better resolution just because the information wasn't saved. So you have to make sure that you go to every part of the map that you want to save for later. And I think that's it. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please post it in chat or the forum. And thanks for watching.